to GodFidence. Hey, everybody. Hey, babe.
It's the Fullers on GodFidence, Monday, September the 23rd, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm trying to see what's up.
What's up, you guys? We're so glad to be back yet again on another Monday. These Mondays come pretty quickly.
And
I'm
looking
forward to Friday coming. Like I got a whole long weekend, but we did have a full weekend.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
And so had some great fellowship with some friends of ours in the ministry. I got the chance to spend some time with my girls. It was Montrese Wingo's birthday.
Yeah.
And we went to brunch at can I say the name of the little spot?
Yeah, I mean the rest of the gang.
Oh.
Mo and
Heather. So Mo, Heather, and Montrese, me, Twanza. Yep. And so we all got together, took Montrese to brunch at Hannah Brothers. I didn't know the place was called Hannah Brothers. Mm-hmm. It's over here in Fayetteville. Did we tell you guys we've moved? You know how? I know you can tell because we're in a whole different other spot in the house.
Yeah.
And so we are officially now in the living room. So you guys can kind of see part of it. Yeah. We're still getting it together though.
And I want to figure out how we can do like when the faculty's not playing here, show them and do one on one spot in there to do something.
Oh yeah, live. Just go live
on the deck and let them see the outdoor pit and all, and you're gonna be grilling some. So yeah, I think that'll be exciting.
Look, you guys, I gotta tell y'all this real quick because we've done a really good job. And oh baby, guess what? Well, you already know this. They just don't know it. Hey, everybody! I'm so sorry we didn't stop and say hey, all of our normal crew and all that. And so, what's up? How about we are going to close on our other property on tomorrow is when that's going to all happen. So I'm super excited, you guys. I'm a little bit sad about that. I think in my own way, I was feeling kind of funny today because I've spent 20 years in the other house, and I missed some certain things about that house that maybe this house doesn't have, but this house has so much. It feels more, it's new, and it feels livelier. It feels, Paige came home for the weekend.
It feels like home to me.
It's like home. And and I'd have to mention too that so while we're here, we're still in the process of kind of getting some things together. And I was telling Fuller the other day that two of our rooms are kind of small because we cut up the house to make it fit larger spaces like the office and theater, all that. So now we got some smaller rooms.
But as well as we would make it uncomfortable for the kids to come home.
Yeah, so they wouldn't have
they wouldn't be too comfortable.
Austin don't be mad.
They want to leave.
Austin don't be mad. When you listen to that, Pops don't mean no harm. He don't mean no harm, but we mean a little bit of harm. So
they want to be grown.
Right, they want to be grown.
Be on your own. If you're grown,
you're gonna be on your own. Yeah. So we cut up the rooms, and so now I'm going back and I'm thinking, y'all don't kill the messenger. But I was telling Fuller, I said, wonder if we tear down that wall. Y'all, we got a brand new house. Talking about tearing down the wall between the two rooms. One room is kind of like my mom's room. It's got a nice little Murphy bed in it, and then the other room is Austin's room, but the rooms are kind of small. And so it's like they're really not functional like I really want them to be. And Mama not going to be happy till Mama take care of that. And so we're working on it.
So in other words, I'm saying, and hear me loud and clear, slow down. Slow down.
How long we been in the house, babe?
3 months.
Not even 3.
Not quite 3.
Not even quite 3. But we've done a lot.
We're about now I would say 80% finished.
Yeah.
And that's because we don't know what to do with some of the furniture. And we know what to do with some of the furniture because we got to get some boxes. And I need to get some boxes away out of the furniture and clear. But, I got time to do that because you don't have to do it overnight.
You guys, I got to tell you this. We gave away so many books to some of our friends this weekend. All them books I was telling y'all about before. And I still got, it's probably still about 30, 40 books left. We gave a whole bunch of books away. But we had a nice fellowship at the house for the first time.
Yeah.
Y'all, guess what? I know I'm off the chain.
There's over 20-some people was here. And it's just such a good fellowship and time of sharing the love and stories and laughing. And we wound up, I tell you what, this what blessed me more than anything. We started watching Thursday Night Football. and we watched it for a while.
Oh,
Then I put on some worship music, and the men came into the theater room.
Yeah.
And man, they was worshiping so.
Yeah.
Till the ladies had to come and get us and break it up because it was time to leave. And I thought that was awesome. If you found a man that will worship like that, he'll treat you right.
Look, me and one of I was actually in my office. I had to pay some more money on Austin's tuition because he changed his meal plan, so I had to spend some more money. So I was in my office and I looked up. I was trying to talk to Austin on the phone, and the men are literally loudly worshiping. And I got up and I went outside where the rest of the ladies were, and I said, you know what? Y'all, we should be so proud to have spouses that are literally in the other room, and they're not watching football, they're not watching a movie, they're not, we're not questioning, where's your husband? I don't know where my husband is. No, they were literally in the theater room worshiping and calling out and praying in tongues and all kinds of. It was beautiful to hear, and so you're in the right place when you got a spouse that worships God, and they love to do it without you even provoking them. We can remember, some of us know those that feeling.
Praying that your husband or your spouse
even go to church with you.
Would you go to church or Bible study or just lead prayer or worship, and man, it was just all of a sudden this spontaneity just took over, and the worship just consumed us, and we was like, oh man, it was like the disciples said, we want to rent our clothes. We didn't know almost what to do because the presence of God was so tangible that it was something to behold.
Yeah, and so we were all just kind of enjoying that fellowship. And Fuller had me and my friends learn this one worship song that I'm sure other people have heard, but it was just so good to really just watch that experience. So if you are listening, y'all, I know sometimes we don't want to be too honest, but I'm just curious. If you have to, if you're the person that has to maybe ask your spouse to go to church, or or does your spouse automatically, pray on their own, or are you looking for your spouse to do, be that, or your mate to, be more involved in what you're involved in, and I mean, as it relates to your spiritual relationship. And so if you are not going through that, then that's great. But if you are, I think this whole show is about, it's ministry. So if you feel like you're going through that, put a 1 in the chat. We'd love to maybe just kind of chat with you, and even on here, and come back to you and say, how can we help? And, or just share some things just along the way. This helps us kind of improve.
Answer your questions.
Yeah, answer your questions. And so, but we had a good weekend. We were a little bit just kind of tired a little bit. We can tell the seasons are changing,
right? Because
Fuller was going through a little bit of a healing. And I tell you, I must have been also, because when I tell you we were so exhausted, we stayed in, rested, slept, and Fuller took some medicine today to help, get over a slight cold, I guess.
Sounds or cold.
That imbalance and all that. But it was a good weekend.
Yeah.
And so now we're back to Monday. And so, but I was telling Fuller, look, you guys, probably the other reason why I don't know, Fuller, I'm not tired today.
Right.
But me and Fuller, yesterday, I don't take naps. Fuller always in for a nap. Anybody else in for a nap? I just can't take day naps. If you take day naps, put a number 2 in the chat, because I can't do it.
Peace be multiplied to a brother.
Oh, Lord. And so I decided to lay down, take a nap while the Cowboys were playing. We're going to talk about the Cowboys. Yvonne Holmes, you better not say nothing. Did the Pittsburgh Steelers win? I don't know if they won or not. I think I saw them playing.
I think they won.
Okay. So I'm watching, the game is watching me as I'm napping for a change. And then so I told Fuller, like, when I take naps during the day, oh man, babe, I forgot my little music. Don't go back to the music. Okay. No. So I told Fuller, I said, now I took a nap and I can't sleep tonight. So Fuller and I probably kept him up. We stayed up to about 2 or 3 this morning talking.
Maybe 3:30, 4.
3. And so I said to Fuller, I said, babe, what was it that made you Did you ask me that, or did I ask you that?
You, what made you say yes?
And I said,
I asked you. That was about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
And so I'm like, why are we talking about what made me say yes? And so I started rattling off a few things. And so I decided to write down today what made me say yes. And I'm curious as to those that are married or dating someone, what made you? So I said to Fuller, so you said, what made me say yes? And I say, what made me say yes to what? Dating? Dating you? So I started with my dating list. And so if you are bold enough to share what made you say yes, can you post it in the chat for some of the other ladies? Because that may be something that another woman is like, well, I didn't know I should be looking for that. And not that everybody's created equal. I'm just saying. So, babe, here's what made me say yes to dating you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm interested.
Y'all ever seen anybody have to take off their glasses to read? Okay, that's Fuller. Okay. Fuller would say, now, don't be judging me, you guys, because some of my answers may be shallow. Some of them may be deep. Some of them may be just Darlene's opinion. And these were the things, and there's a whole list of things, but I just started writing down some things. So you said all the right things.
Okay.
You said you listened when I spoke. Okay. So when I was talking, not like right now.
I was trying to find Pittsburgh, but I'm gonna put it aside.
Look,
that was the game.
Fuller listens, and he's doing an okay job with that now. Sometimes when he's watching TV or these phones, we got to, this is the enemy right here, this phone thing. Because when I tell you this thing right here is a distraction.
Yeah.
But it's a distraction for our kids in classes. I go to schools all the time and I hear the teachers are just having problems with getting the kids to put the doggone phone down. And so I said all that to say, sometimes when I'm talking Fuller now that I'm married to him, we do a little different stuff, but he'd be on that phone, little bit distracted. He didn't do that when we were first dating because he was listening. When you're dating someone, they doing all the right things, right? They just, they're in tune, but he does still. But when I would be speaking, Fuller would be doing just what he's doing right now, looking at me, gazing at me, show everybody without me prompting you exactly what you used to do when you would be listening to me. You demonstrate right here, right? That's exactly what Fuller would be doing. I was like, why is he sitting up there staring at me?
Well, I was just listening.
He was listening.
I'm the bad attention because there's a lot going on. Because a lot of families at restaurants and things, and everything was going around. So I wasn't allowing anything to be a distraction because you were the main attraction. You weren't allowing. I wasn't allowing because you were the main attraction, and you only pay attention to the main attraction.
This thing right here, you got. So Fuller he'd be staring at me, and he was not Fuller quite then. He was still Bishop Fuller. So that was really throwing me off. I was like, okay, Bishop Fuller staring at me.
Along with the voice.
And the voice was messing me up. Don't Fuller got a sexy voice. Okay, that's my man. So I can say sexy voice. He probably not sexy voice, but y'all know Fuller got a nice sounding voice. And then we were dating / getting to know each other, but Fuller would be texting me. We started out our conversations with, us texting each other. And this is during the time we were like, are you okay? How's things going? And then it would progress into, a lengthier conversation. Then he would say, do you want to call? You want me to call you and talk? It's like, because I could hear that voice. And so texting, you can be anything, and the other person on the other end can be whoever. You're just not even really thinking much about it.
She said, no, text will do. Text will do. It's like an urgent said, text will do. Please
yeah. Please don't text. But we were texting at all hours of the night. You know how when you first started dating your spouse, ladies, when you started dating your man. I got a question for you at the end when I get to this. So you were texting me all hours of the night, and to me that was, that's a part of the dating process. A lot of people do that in the mornings. Okay, I'm getting to that. You were texting me corny emojis. Fuller would have an emoji with a cup, and he'd drink a coffee and he'd be, huh? And he would be jumping up and down. And I was like, how does old dude know about some emojis? Fuller was doing stuff with that Bitmoji stuff on his phone I had never even messed with. And Fuller was texting me, telling me how to do stuff. I was like, he was very young acting. So even when I saw him for the first time, like right now, He got on some walk-in army fatigue shorts with tennis shoes, the latest tennis shoes, and they actually wouldn't be the latest tennis shoes. They'd be name brand kind of tennis shoes. Not that that's important, but he would just be really, really cool, right? And or he'd have on like just a t-shirt. I was like, Bishop, don't y'all wear ties and stuff with your shorts and all that stuff in a sports jacket? The fanny pack, all this.
Not a fanny pack, a backpack.
Oh, backpack. Oh, I'm sorry. Not a fanny.
That's a difference.
Fuller had a backpack. He came to my house over at the other house, and he had a backpack. It was he was like cool. I was like, this thing got a backpack, like his purse, but a backpack. It was just so smooth how he did it. We were both super nervous when he came into the house, and I think Paige was there that day when he came over, and so she was like, "Who is that?" They didn't even know who Fuller was because they just did. That he really did pay me significant amount of attention to everything. I mean, I could feel him looking at every grip, every part of my face, my neck, like you doing now. You know, you feel like something's watching you, and you start getting kind of antsy. No, but I could feel him looking at every part of me, and it was that he was paying so much attention to who I am. Okay, I got to speed up. And then he really talked to me. He made me feel like I was the only thing in the room. And then we're talking about dating now. What made me want to date him? And so that was the date. And I got a whole bunch of other stuff. But, you know, guys, we're limited on our time because we said we were going to keep this less than 30 minutes. Really, it's really more like 20 minutes. And so, did y'all notice that our background's got football thing on it? Because it's football season, and neither of my teams won yesterday. I'm so disappointed.
But I'm proud of the Falcons because they had that game. The referee took it from them at the end, but it's cool.
They had a penalty.
I like what I saw offensively and defensively on both sides of the ball, and I'm especially with the two line, the center and the guard going out on the same play, and they still drove the ball down and had opportunity to win. I think that was a bad call on fourth down going wide instead of just getting the guy to do the wild dog, take covers out, and the guy get a direct snap but run the ball, because of this 1 inch. And but I live with that because we didn't get embarrassed. As a matter of fact, we had Kansas City on the ropes. We should have won.
Back.
We should have won. And that penalty, the guy didn't call on Pitts when he ran all over and run through him.
That was a penalty.
That
was a
flag. Put it on the 1 yard line.
Whatever. I know what y'all saying. Like, yeah. No.
But I'm proud of what I saw on the product on the field.
Yeah, I am too. I'll go with that. But I have a question for you.
Yes.
Fuller by profession, for those that may not know this, he is a counselor, right?
Yeah. By
profession. And so I'm just curious. I don't know if this would be more of an opinion or in your profession. So if I came to you and I said, I've been dating my guy friend for 10 years. What's too long to have been dating someone before? And I know as a woman, I really want to be married.
10 years.
That's too long. 10 years too long.
I mean, a man normally know within a year or 2 years if he's gonna make that final commitment. Either the guy has trust issues, commitment issues, or he just ain't into you. Enough to marry you.
Yeah, because
he wants you, but don't want nobody else to have you. He kind of keep you on hold, on layaway.
Yeah, keeping you on layaway.
Right, and so
that's a good way to think about it.
And he probably got a side chick or two.
Yes. I was thinking about that because
that's a long time.
That's quite a long time. And I remember when Fuller was, he said to me, "I'm gonna marry you." I was like, "Who are you talking to? Marry?"
No, I said to you, I said we're dating, and I said I'm not dating just to date. I'm dating for a wife. I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to be. Have a girlfriend and go through all that dating and going from this one to that one and seeing what's out there. I said, I'm dating to get married. That's all. That's it.
Man, how many women put a one in the chat if you would just love to have had your man to say that initially? You could be married now, or maybe you're not married, but to have your man to say, look, I'm not interested in dating. Because I had dated a few people. I told you guys I done that. It's called lunch. That don't work. Did the swipe left, whatever you call them, little apps and all that. That didn't work. Right. And because you don't know who you're getting. And then I would have loved for somebody just to express what they wanted. I mean, at the age that we were at the time, I probably was in my 40s. Mm-hmm. I'm like, at what point did we get too old to be playing games where you're having to figure out, she gonna call me, she gonna call me, not gonna call me, are they into me, they not into me? At what point do you guys, even if you're watching and you're not married and you're dating someone, at what point do you stop and not play the game? And you just make a decision that, you know what, this is what I'm gonna do. I was some of my downtime, even though it's not the best downtime, I like to watch every now and then Love is Blind or Married at First Sight and full, the shows. And so, but I get a little bit, I'm just interested in what they're doing. And so as the Love is Blind, you go through this process, you're standing behind walls and you find each other, emotionally you connect, right? Then you decide, after you choose that person, yes, that's the one I want to be with because we've emotionally connected. Then you decide after you have chosen each other, then you get a chance to meet face to face. And then after that is a few weeks later, you decide whether love is blind. So you decide whether you're going to get married. Then a lot of people, they get to the altar, and of course you can make the decision whether you want to marry the person or not. But I'm like, how do you go through that whole process that way?
And it's too much stress for me.
And then you're like, no.
Because I told you I was going to marry you. And I'm going to propose. I said, now, if you're going to say no, or you said no, don't be embarrassing me.
Yeah, I said that, man. So don't be embarrassing me.
Because I don't have time to play no game. I don't have time to go through that. I'm coming out of a hurt, and I don't want to be hurt anymore. I don't want to go to a deep hole.
Yeah.
And so, I know what my heart said, even though our age was different and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And, I didn't think you'd be really, really interested, but I want to give my best shot.
Tell them what Vera said.
Leave that young girl alone, boy. But she wasn't wanting me to leave for you might hurt me. She was saying, I know this Negro here. He gonna turn that girl out.
Look, whatever.
He gonna turn that girl out.
Fuller know he was sprung, you guys. Don't let him fool y'all.
Don't let Darlene fool you either.
Fuller was sprung, you guys. Whatever. And so, but let me see. So then I asked Fuller, I turned this whole conversation around. No, I'm good, baby. And I said, so what made you, I know. So what made you say yes? And you said to me just a second ago, what?
I didn't
say
have to say yes. You might want to ask me why did I choose you, but not did I say yes.
Because you were
because I was pursuing. I was a pursuer.
Yeah.
So I was pursuing you. So there was no reason for me to say yes. My action affirmed with my intentions.
Look.
And my intention was all good.
Uh-huh.
Because my intention was good, and I showed interest, and you was easy, like conversation.
Oh.
Pastor Taffy asked me why Darlene, and I said, well, she's engaging. I said, we have good conversation, whether it's sports, politics, church or religion.
You think that's changed
all around? No, it didn't change. Mm-hmm. And your outlook on life and the positive outlook on life and just energized and energetic, this
always
it's exciting being dating you, man. It's just as exciting being married to you.
Yeah.
That hadn't changed.
Yeah. I don't think
I'm still in love with you. As I pursued you, I'm in love with you now. And not just love.
We couldn't have seen this, could we?
No. Could not.
I mean, for no reason would we ever think that we'd be sitting here yes, maybe.
And what I love about her mom said, darling, you did good. You married up. She didn't say that. She said, you did good. You got a good husband. And she told Darlene that in private, and she told me individually, and she told us in front of each other.
It is. My mom, now look here, for those who know Blondine Greer, my mama, when I was growing up, and my mom was about my age. I just think of it now. I was thinking she was old then, but she's about my age like now that I am. And my mom just didn't like my sisters and she didn't mind too much of my guy friends, but she definitely didn't like my sister's boyfriends at all. And so if you was one of them, she let you know you ain't right, and she let you know that. So then that was about dating me, or dating you. What made me say yes to dating you? So marriage. What made me say yes to marriage? Okay, I know we said 20 minutes, but okay, I'm gonna keep going. So you made me feel whole. That's why I said yes to marriage. You made me feel whole in every part of my being. Just I felt intelligent. You know, I had dated people in the past that tried to dumb down my intelligence or try to make me, push down who I am to make themselves bigger. So we as women sometimes, and men, you stifle your intelligence to make the other person feel comfortable. And so that kind of stuff. I mean, but Fuller made me feel complete. He made me feel like everything that I said made sense, even though sometimes I would say, babe, when the deer are outside and they running around, I bet they be talking to each other and saying, you better not cross that street, Jethro, because them neighbors who come down the street flying, they're gonna get you. And so Fuller would be like, and then they would say such and such. I'm like, Fuller, you just joining along with me in this whole madness. And so that kind of stuff, just playful stuff. He would join right along with me and say, yeah, I know. Like when you hit that owl, Darlene. And I'm like, Fuller, why you gotta bring up the owl?
Where you went, you saw a bird flying
everywhere.
By your car and followed you.
Or they'd be above my head. I'm like, the whole family is looking for me. They said,
they got a wanted poster in the woods, so you got the picture in the woods.
I was just like, Fuller, come on.
They got a bounty out on you.
Yeah. And so they was looking for me. But me and Fuller would be talking about, I would be saying unintelligent stuff, but it made sense to me that animals of all kinds are talking to one another.
They have a way to communicate. Yes.
And so, but Fuller just made me feel whole. He made me feel comfortable with my body, made me feel comfortable with, my hair. I changed with the wind, and Fuller's always like, oh, baby, that look good to me. Whatever you like. I mean, and if it did, look here. If it did, because if it did, what you guys see on here, you see all the shadows and stuff. So the head be looking kind of rough every now. But look, it don't even matter, because right here, Fuller let me know if it's right, if it's not right. Same thing for him. If he's wearing something, if I'm wearing something, I just appreciate him loving all of this. Fuller said about himself, he's like, darling, you don't want all this. He's talking about himself. And I was like, yeah, I do. I want all that. I want the necklace. I want the arm. I want the sleeve. I want the leg. All of that. Okay. So his love was contagious. He was so nice. He was so loving. It made me know about love and kindness. I hadn't heard that before. That's a Fuller, of course, you guys know that's Fuller saying. So, but the love and the kindness and being cognizant of how I talk to people, how I treat my kids, and but I wasn't mean or anything at all. He just made me more aware of what love looks like in a family. Like all of his siblings, they come or we get together, and it's a family affair, including my mom. It's just it was just contagious in every part of it.
Has it changed since we've been married?
No, it gets better. And that's where it's supposed to get year after year, the month after month. It continues to grow. And I always see the beauty in the family and just how they're so supportive of Fuller. But that love, I wanted that for my own family. And now I have that family. My mom says that too. She says, I got a family that's grown. And so, but that love was contagious. Loving the whole me, my thoughts, my imperfections, my children, my mom, my past, my present, the future that's to come, the great or the bad ideas, the losses, the wins. Fuller loves all of that about me. And I got a chance to see that I didn't have to be perfect for him to want to be with me. I didn't have to be perfect for him to desire me as a woman, I could walk around like now, because we are married. I could walk around, get out the shower, and not be overly concerned about, or hiding. Like, give me my towel, give me my towel, give me my towel. When we get married, it's for better, for worse. And so I'm so thankful that he loves every part of me. So that is what made me say yes.
I think you helped the audience out a lot by expressing the true feelings about why you said yes. And I'm just amazed that you felt that way about how I made you feel.
Oh, I do. And there's a whole bunch more, but we only got 30 minutes.
We should be stopping now.
No, we should be stopping now.
Yeah.
So with that, you guys, I know you guys are tuning in. It is Monday Night Football. And look, we're going to get on up out of here. Like I told you, we try to condense our shout outs and all that so we can get to the conversation.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
And so we're going to see.
I hope the conversation helped you tonight and find those traits in the man that you're looking for. Because they're out there. Don't settle, don't dumb yourself down. Don't just settle just to be with anyone. Because you can be sad by yourself. My mom used to say that.
Yeah.
You can do bad by yourself. You don't need no one to help you do bad. So be mindful, protect your emotions, and let God direct you, and let the Spirit direct you instead of being emotionally led or fleshly led, because the flesh can get you in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
So, man, we love you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in Monday. We're going to have some guests real soon, and they're going to blow you away. So, hey, I can't wait.
Yeah. Love you, baby.
Love you too.
Thank you for loving me.
Yeah.
Unconditionally. All right, you guys. We will see you guys next week on GodFidence. This is episode 4. Got 5 coming up, baby. And then it will be October coming up, and we're going into the fall. So we love you guys. I'll let you later.